It's 2018, and I'm pretty sure we know what this is by now. If you're not familiar, this was the KC9 Stack Great. This is the Joby GorillaPod. It's the X-Focus one, the one that holds the heavy DSLR. But there's another company who in no way sponsored this. They sent it out, said, this is the smallest, most flexible tripod, essentially in the world, that can hold these type of cameras. And I said, challenge. So, Photo Pro UFO 2, this is what this is called, they sent this out right here and said that this is going to be very durable compared to something like this. So let's look at this and really see what it can do. I don't think it'll handle like the 1DX Mark II really well. This Joby does, but I don't think it will. But let's see what we get in here for something like this. So here it is right here. Whoa, that comes with a slew of accessories. So what do we got here? We got some like GoPro mounts, the good old phone mount, stuff like that. Directions that I won't look at. So this is it right here. Okay, this thing has got a little bit to it. Wow, it is super. Oh my God, can you actually? No way. You can like bend this like a pretzel. Whoa. So how's the memory on it though? Well, all right, so no BS. It's very tough. Now, I don't know how long something like this would like last if you keep bending it and putting it in weird places and everything like that. You know, once again, the size is different. You can see right here. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm gonna throw this in some random places, you know, and just see how flexible and how much this thing can hold right here and really go from there. But I mean, so if you look right here, the legs can snap into place. So that's what they do, that's what they are, and they're like that. So they can snap into place, you can go from there, you know, and then adjust your tripod accordingly. So that's what that looks like. It's got a little screw mount right here, so that way you can move the little ball head that it has on it and go from there. The only thing though is this Joby obviously has the height. This really doesn't, but I mean, yet again, it's got a soft bottom, so that way you could even stand up a little bit higher. But, you know, compared to, like, a Joby GorillaPod, which, for the most part, I actually do like a Joby GorillaPods because of the weight it can hold. But sometimes these legs right here are very finicky. They can pop out of place. So there has been durability issues, but they do make a good product. So that's why I'm very curious to see something with this that is so, you know, maneuverable. What this could really do. Couldn't, you know, we got a bar thing right here. You know, is this gonna hang down? Is it gonna show in the frame? It's not, you know, and how much? Oh, that's just dangling right there on a bar, and you know, just what it can do. So let's throw this on random places, see how flexible this really is, how many times I can wrap this around something, and see what kind of weight this guy holds. But this is the UFO 2. Let's check it out. So really, let's put this stuff to the test. I'm gonna do some things inside right here with both of these tripods, just to show you how they stand with some of this stuff. My Fuji X Pro 2 will pretty much act for like any kind of like point and shoot or something that's pretty light for what it is. So this will stand for like a lot of the Sony cameras and everything like that. I'm gonna go to the extreme too. I'm gonna take the 1DX and put it on both of these as well. I don't expect this one to handle it that well. That's an extreme test, but I just want to see how that does. I'll put a smartphone on it to see how that goes. And I'm also probably gonna use a little bit of trickery with this, that way you have a little bit more control with this. I mean, and it's fine. It's very light. I barely feel that this is on here at all. You know, if you go to stand this, you can pretty much do whatever. It's not gonna fall, or you know, let's try a little bit more weight. So there you go. Looks something like this. I'm not taking the straps off these cameras, so just deal with that. But you know, if you want to look something like this, if you want to vlog, or even if you just want a very flexible tripod and everything, which I'll show you outside in a second. So I'm going to put this down. You can kind of see in the corner of the frame right here. It works. Now even go to the real extreme. Mind you, I'm just doing this on a flat surface right now. You'll see real world stuff too. But I mean, I can shake it, and it's very sturdy. I don't think it's going to fall. I mean, even if it was on the, and I'll redo this again without the ball head just to see, but I mean, if anything, it helps it. All right, I have this. Oh, that's already not going to work out 100% well. Let me crank this, see if I can really get it to. All right, I have this on the 1DX. I'm feeling this isn't going to do anything. They need like a perfect balance point for something like this. All right, let's try No, I mean, you can't really stand it on here. You'll see in a wider angle. It's just too heavy for something like this. So I know it's extreme, but I just wanted to try and see what it was like. I mean, look at that. I mean, you have to find the balance exactly right. I mean, technically, it's holding it, but it's a little bit too much. I even feel the pressure in the legs with something heavy as this. But even if you have a more mid-sized DSLR, you'll be fine. Like your regular DSLR cameras and everything. With this, it's probably not the best. Why you're paying a little bit more for something like, well, it's also why you're paying a lot more for something like this. But even the 1D on this is even a pretty heavy. But with a lot of this stuff, as long as you find a great balancing point, you're going to be able to get some good stuff on a flat surface. The real stuff comes of how grippy, how flexible and durable they are when you're trying to wrap them around something. So let's head outside and actually put that real stuff to the test to see if this $18 tripod that UFO sent is even comparable to the higher end Joby. Let's just go take a look. Sorry this is like a weird cut into the video. Everything after that was outside and I was talking about both of these and it was super windy and sounded horrible. But basically in short, and plus I was getting bored of it, basically in short is these are two good tripods that serve specific reasons. One's a little bit more expensive for a reason, but this guy for like under $20, 18 bucks, it's actually $18.95. It's actually very affordable for what it provides and everything that you could do with it. Now, the one main question I have with something like this is the retention on something like this. How many times can you bend and twist and make it flexible until it wears out? I'm sure there's a good warranty on it, so in case it does, you'll be able to, do what you need. But the fact that you can just throw this into a bag and hold a lot of your cameras, like you even saw, it even held the 1DX decently well. I mean, it is a little shaky. It's a very heavy camera, especially with a lens on it. It still did the job. I even underslung the Fuji X Pro 2. That held without issue whatsoever. So you can do a lot with stuff like this. So the versatility that you get with stuff like this is actually really awesome. So maybe if you're on a budget, this is something for you. I'll link this down below. But if you're even into, something like a Joby, they make great products as well. The one thing I don't like about them is their retention isn't that good with the legs as well. And the ball and socket things pop out and it's a pain to put back in and stuff like that. But both have the pros and cons, and just some are. It just all depends on what you want. This I trust a little bit more for like vlogging and holding more larger cameras. But with something like this, you can control your smartphone, your action camera, mirrorless cameras, mid-sized DSLRs, and you'll absolutely be fine. But give this Photo Pro UFO 2 a check out. I think it's pretty cool. Once again, they didn't pay me or sponsor in any way. They said, here it is. This is very flexible. Check it out and see if you want to make a review. And I did, and I thought it was pretty cool. Holds rather well, but each has their reason. If you like it, just buy it down below. Any questions or comments, leave this down below. But is it the most flexible tripod in the whole world? It's pretty close and it holds a lot. Let me know your thoughts.